Hello, my name is Adam Neikirk, and I am a PhD student in creative writing at the University of Essex. I'm going to be reading Coleridge's poem To Wordsworth, which he wrote after hearing a recitation of the prelude. So the full title is To William Wordsworth, composed on the night after his recitation of a poem on the growth of an individual mind. Friend of the wise, and teacher of the good, into my heart have I received that lay more than historic, that prophetic lay, wherein, high theme by thee first sung aright, of the foundations and the building up of a human spirit thou hast dared to tell what may be told, to the understanding mind revealable. And what within the mind, by vital breathings secret as the soul of vernal growth, oft quickens in the heart, thoughts all too deep for words. Theme hard as high, of smiles spontaneous, and mysterious fears, the firstborn they of reason and twin birth, of tides obedient to external force, and currents self-determined as might seem, or by some inner power, and now abroad, when power streamed from thee, and thy soul received the light reflected as a light bestowed. Of fancies fair, and milder hours of youth, Hyblean murmurs of poetic thought, industrious in its joy, in vales and glens, native or outland, lakes and famous hills, or on the lonely highroad, when the stars were rising, or by secret mountain streams, the guides and the companions of thy way. Of more than fancy, of the social sense distending wide, and man beloved as man, where France and all her towns lay vibrating like some becalmed bark beneath the burst of heaven's immediate thunder, when no cloud is visible or shadow on the main. For thou wert there, thine own brows garlanded, amid the tremor of a realm aglow, amid a mighty nation jubilant, when from the general heart of humankind hope sprang forth like a full-born deity. Of that dear hope, afflicted and struck down, so summoned homeward, thenceforth calm and sure, from the dread watchtower of man's absolute self, with light unwaning on her eyes to look, far on, herself a glory to behold, the angel of the vision. Then, last strain, of duty, chosen laws controlling choice, action, and joy. An Orphic song indeed, a song divine of high and passionate thoughts, to their own music chanted. O great bard! Ere yet that last strain dying awed the air, with steadfast eye I viewed thee in the choir of ever-enduring men. The truly great have all one age, and from one visible space shed influence. They both in power and act are permanent, and time is not with them, save as it worketh for them, they in it. Nor less a sacred roll than those of old, and to be placed as they, with gradual fame, among the archives of mankind. Thy work makes audible a linked lay of truth profound, a sweet continuous lay, not learnt, but native, her own natural notes. Ah, as I listened, with a heart forlorn, the pulses of my being beat anew, and even as life returns upon the drowned, life's joy rekindling roused a throng of pains. Keen pains of love, awakening as a babe, turbulent with an outcry in the heart, and fears self-willed that shunned the eye of hope, and hope that scarce would know itself from fear. Sense of past youth and manhood come in vain, and genius given, and knowledge won in vain, and all which I had culled in wood-walks wild, and all which patient toil had reared, and all, commune with thee had opened out. But flowers strewed on my course, and borne upon my bier, in the same coffin, for the self-same grave. That way no more, and ill beseems it me who came a welcomer in herald skies, singing a glory and futurity, to wander back on such unhealthful road, plucking the poisons of self-harm. And ill such intertwined beseems triumphal wreaths strewed before thy advancing. Nor do thou, sage bard, impair the memory of that hour, of thy communion with my nobler mind, by pity or grief, already felt too long. Nor let my words import more blame than needs. The tumult rose and ceased, for peace is nigh where wisdom's voice has found a listening heart. Amid the howl of more than wintry storms, the halcyon hears the voice of vernal hours already on the wing. Eve following eve, dear tranquil time, when the sweet sense of home is sweetest. Moments for their own sake hailed, and more desired, more precious for thy song, in silence listening, like a devout child. My soul lay passive by thy various strain, driven as in surges now beneath the stars, with momentary stars of my own birth, fair constellated foam still darting off into the darkness, now a tranquil sea, outspread and bright, yet swelling to the moon. And when, O friend, my comforter and guide, strong in thyself and powerful to give strength, thy long sustained song finally closed, and thy deep voice had ceased, yet thou thyself wert still before my eyes, and round us both that happy vision of beloved faces. Scarce conscious, and yet conscious of its close, I set my being blended in one thought. Thought was it, or aspiration, or resolve? Absorbed, yet hanging still upon the sound. And when I rose, I found myself in prayer.